across the state of Missouri. Take a look. All these little red dots you see on this map in southeast Missouri, those are all poor bridges. More fall into that category every single year, apparently, making it hard to keep up.
Amanda Hanson's been investigating. She joins us live near I-55 in Cape. Amanda?
Jeff, Kathy, the Show Me State has one of the largest systems of roads and bridges, but they're ranked 47th when it comes to funding. MoDOT officials really, they're trying to do what they can to stay afloat, but it leaves some feeling a bit uneasy.
I would rather not drive across it.
Linda Haller is concerned.
I feel like the bridge kind of shakes when you go across it.
She's talking about this one-lane bridge on Highway 51 just outside of Zelma, Missouri, built in 1929.
It was a long time ago.
88 years of wear and tear.
I realize it has a lot of character, and some people would say it's the epitome of that time, but I feel like that we need an update bad.
But after years of trying to get MoDOT to do something about the bridge,
I just kind of gave up. You know, you feel like that, you know, how often do you have to do this and you don't get anywhere?
it's a challenge MoDOT struggles with daily.
It's kind of a zero-sum game.
MoDOT is responsible for maintaining nearly 10,400 bridges. 60% are still standing beyond the intended lifespan.
We'll go look at it.
David Wyman handles the Southeast District.
See where all that is spalled off.
So to give you a little background here, bridges are inspected on a scale of 1 to 9. The higher the number, the better the condition. If it goes below a 3, it's shut down.
So take this hammer and just make sure that they're all solid.
Bridges are inspected typically every 2 years and annually if it's advanced in age. Inspectors look at 3 specific areas. The substructure are what goes into the ground, like the posts, the superstructure, which would be the beams that go across, and the roadway deck itself.
During the winter, we put down salt to melt the ice and the snow, and that will come down through there and rust that rebar.
So that's what that looks like. He says MoDOT is replacing bridges at a good rate, but they're dropping into poor condition at the same rate.
That's a problem.
How do you get ahead?
You have to spend more money.
But that's easier said than done.
It's hard because there are so many competing interests for funding. The one thing about transportation is it affects so many people.
Just think about how many bridges you cross every single day. To break it down, MoDOT gets 50% of its funding from the state fuel tax, 25% from licensing fees, like when you renew your driver's license, and the remaining 25% comes from the sales tax on vehicles.
We're spending more than we're taking in. It's just like, again, just like your home budget. I mean, we've got a reserve. We had built up a reserve. That reserve was necessary, but we are spending down that reserve in order to keep our expenditures up high enough to take care of our system.
It seems inflation is the biggest obstacle, with the cost of things like concrete, asphalt, and steel, some of their biggest needs all going up. So to counter that,
our maintenance forces have to spend a lot of time out here working on this bridge, patching potholes and doing things like that. So this is an instance where we feel like we need to program this bridge for some work so that we can eliminate the maintenance concerns and the maintenance call-outs.
Which helps to save the bottom dollar.
What is causing this bridge to have problems is the bridge deck itself.
They're also integrating new techniques.
One of the things that we're doing now is we're putting epoxy-coated paint on the rebar that we put in our new bridge decks. And so we're, you know, it's kind of one of those things that we feel like it's going to increase the lifespan of it.
Only time will tell, but if a bridge can hold up 80+ years with construction techniques from the 1930s, there's no telling what this can do.
One of the highest places overlooking the river.
As for Linda,
the bridge has been like a dam.
She's still holding out hope for a new bridge over Castor River.
I wouldn't want to call them out on it, but I would like to present it again for their consideration. So, and did I ask them several times, and did I have them down here? Yes. I did check with MoDOT about the future plans of the Castor River Bridge over Highway 51. He did tell me, Wyman told me, that the bridge is safe and that they do have plans in place for a replacement bridge by 2020. For now, live in Cape Girardeau, Amanda Hanson, Heartland News.
Now an update